I want to show you a few things about managing questions. So here I am, I'm in my item bank. Now remember, this is not the easiest way to make an assessment in SchoolCity. This is what you'd use if you want to create a set of questions that you'll edit as time passes. This is not what you want to do if you already have an assessment and you just need the data. You would do an answer key only, not an item bank assessment. So I've gone in here, I've gone into the item bank, the item banks, and I want you to first notice that there's two different workspaces that you have available to you. The first is the school workspace. That's what you'd use if you want to share it with other people in your department. If you're going to create questions that you want other people to have access to, like you're in a PLC team, that's where you want to create it. Now, if you want to make it so that it's only available to you or so it's available on a test, you do that in my workspace. So right now I've got some questions. Let's say that I've made these questions in the school workspace. So see, I could switch to my workspace, but I'm in the school workspace. Now, if I want to create another question, you probably notice that when you select all this stuff, it takes a little bit of time. It'll be faster as you get more used to it, but it still takes some time. So if you're going to reuse the same standards and similar information, sometimes even if you're not, it's easier to just copy the question, just duplicate it. And you do that by selecting it over here on the left side. Be sure you don't accidentally select all of them. That could cause issues for you. And once you have it selected, right up here is the copy button. Then give it a new name. I'm going to name it Practice so I can delete it later. And then just click Copy. Now I can go in here and I can edit this question. And I can change it much easier. Than if I were creating it from scratch. Now the other thing that you might want to make use of is over here you see there's the ability to tag the item. And this one's tagged with a special tag that means something. Now you could tag it with almost anything you want. I suggest that you don't do something like science or math or English or history or dance or whatever you teach, because that's already part of its information. All that information is already in here and the standard is already there. But you could do that if you felt like it. It's totally up to you. Then in the end, this item's already published. Or is it? Yes, it is. Now, I can't really use the question when it's in the school workspace. I need to move it to my workspace so that I can use it. So to do that, I'm just going to select it, same place as I duplicated it, and you don't have to duplicate it, just if that's handy. Select it, and select Move. My workspace pops up. You have to click on the My Workspace, even though it's the only one there. You've got to click on it. And then move. Now, in my workspace, this now isn't available to my department. This is mine. And I can do what I will with it. So here it is. And those are just a few things that you can do with the questions. If you have one here, say this practice question is one that I want to share with my department, I could move it or move a copy of it back into the school workspace so that they could see it too. But in order for me to use it on an assessment, it must be in my workspace.